Today on MUFC Pulse, we'll dive into some incredibly intriguing news. Manchester United injury woes mount and Ruben Amorim shares candid concerns in press conference. For more on this story, check out the video. We also have some equally exciting football news coming up, so stay tuned until the end to catch it all. Welcome to MUFC Pulse. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell for more updates. Manchester United hit by injury crisis ahead of crucial Spurs clash. The squad has been plagued by injuries, and Ruben Amorim will have to navigate yet another crucial fixture without key members of his team. One of the biggest blows is the loss of Kobbie Mainoo, who picked up a training injury earlier this week and is expected to be sidelined for several weeks, potentially not returning until early next month. Meanwhile, Lisandro Martinez has been ruled out for the rest of the season. Though the exact length of his absence remains uncertain, it could range from 6 months to an entire year. In defense, Johnny Evans continues to recover from a calf issue, and while no clear return date has been set, there is hope he could be back in time for the Everton clash. In goal, Altay Bayındır missed the FA Cup 4th round win over Leicester, but is expected to return to the bench for the Tottenham match. Tom Heaton, who has also been absent in recent weeks, is nearing a comeback, though he is unlikely to make the squad even if fully fit. Luke Shaw, having recently resumed training, is another player United will be cautious with given his history of setbacks this season. Adding to United's woes, Amad Diallo has suffered ankle ligament damage in training this week, and there are growing concerns that he could miss the remainder of the season. The extent of his injury is still being assessed, but early indications suggest it is a significant setback, a huge disappointment for both the player and the team. With a depleted squad, Manchester United will have to dig deep when they face Tottenham this weekend. The injury crisis only adds to the challenges the team is already facing, but it also presents an opportunity for fringe players to step up. Ruben Amorim voices his concerns in a press conference. Manchester United manager Ruben Amorim has stressed that he and his players must take responsibility for lifting the morale of the club staff amidst growing uncertainty. With severe cost-cutting measures being implemented, many employees are now facing redundancy. Minority owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe is set to oversee up to 200 further job losses, following the 250 redundancies carried out last autumn. The club's financial struggles, including losses amounting to £300 million over the past 3 years, have left staff morale at an all-time low. Amorim has reflected on the emotional impact these redundancies have had on both himself and the squad, emphasizing the need for unity and accountability. He made it clear that the first team, including both players and coaches, must not turn a blind eye to the situation and should recognize the struggles being faced by those affected. I think it's really important for us in the first team, coaches, and players to not ignore that people are losing their jobs, so we have to acknowledge that. The biggest problem is the football because we spent the money and we're not winning. We're not in the Champions League, so the revenues are not the same. The Portuguese manager admitted that past financial decisions have placed significant constraints on future plans. He acknowledged that United are no longer in a position to rebuild the squad in the way they might have preferred, due to the club's need to be more financially cautious. We spent a lot of money in the past, and now we have to be careful with the finances. We can't rebuild the team the way we would like. When people are losing their jobs, of course, it's hard for them to feel secure, and that affects the overall environment at the club. Amorim reiterated that the squad is fully aware of these challenges and must step up to take responsibility. He insisted that those on the pitch have a duty to inspire change and play their part in alleviating the difficulties the club is facing. Meanwhile, Manchester United supporters have been left dismayed by a sharp rise in ticket prices. The most affordable matchday tickets have now increased to £66, following Ratcliffe's decision to scrap discounts for pensioners and children. On the pitch, United find themselves languishing in 13th place in the Premier League table, a hugely disappointing position for a club of their stature. They now prepare to face Tottenham Hotspur, who sit just one place below them, in what Amorim has described as a crucial fixture to improve team morale. The first step we must take is to win at Tottenham. That is a small way we can try to help these people and to prevent further ticket price increases. We are responsible for that. Manchester United's struggles on and off the pitch have created a tense atmosphere around the club, with fans, staff, and players all feeling the effects. Amorim understands that success on the field will not solve every issue, but he believes that improving performances and results can at least offer some relief. With a crucial match against Tottenham ahead, he remains determined to steer the club in a more positive direction despite the ongoing challenges. What do you make of Amorim's comments? Do you believe Manchester United can snatch some points against Spurs? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Manchester United expected to secure £58.3 million signing this summer. Manchester United appointed Ruben Amorim as their new manager back in November, and it has now been 3 months since his arrival. Progress has been painfully slow, if at all, and the Portuguese tactician is struggling to deliver results on the pitch. The club remains in a state of flux, with little sign of immediate improvement. Currently sitting in 13th place in the Premier League table, Manchester United's hopes of sporting success this season appear bleak. Even securing a top 7 finish seems improbable unless the Red Devils embark on an unexpected winning streak between now and the end of the campaign. The pressure is mounting, and changes will be necessary. With the summer transfer window on the horizon, Manchester United must make crucial decisions regarding reinforcements. The squad has a number of glaring weaknesses that require addressing, and if the club is to move forward, they must identify the right players to fit into Amorim's system. Strengthening key areas will be essential. According to Team Talk, Manchester United are expected to secure the signing of a highly talented striker in the summer. Several top forwards are being linked with a move to Old Trafford, and the club is reportedly prioritizing a goal scorer who can solve their issues in attack. Finding a prolific finisher is a pressing concern. One of the names in the spotlight is Viktor Gyökeres of Sporting CP. The Swedish striker has been one of Europe's most lethal forwards over the past 2 seasons, and his stock continues to rise. Amorim, having worked with him at Sporting, knows his qualities inside out and understands the impact he could have at Manchester United. Under Amorim's guidance, Gyökeres has blossomed into a complete striker, demonstrating exceptional finishing ability and consistency in front of goal. Since 2024, he has been scoring at an astonishing rate, and a move to one of Europe's elite clubs appears inevitable. A transfer in the upcoming window seems like a strong possibility. Manchester United's biggest issue this season has been their lack of goals from the center-forward position. Both Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee have struggled for consistency in attack, leaving the team without a reliable source of goals. This makes Gyökeres an ideal signing to address their striking woes. So far this season, Gyökeres has scored 34 goals and provided 7 assists in 35 appearances across all competitions. That kind of efficiency in front of goal is exactly what Manchester United require. Given his familiarity with Amorim's style of play, the Portuguese manager could be a decisive factor in convincing the striker to join. The report suggests that Sporting CP would be willing to sell Gyökeres for a fee of around £58.3 million. If that is the case, Manchester United should make every effort to secure his signature. As the summer approaches, this transfer saga will continue to unfold, and it remains to be seen whether the Red Devils can land their priority target. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comment your opinion.